Hello, how are you? Today I brought you a treat for breakfast for an afternoon snack, and it's so amazing, so delicious that it can even be served as a dessert. When you look at it, it seems really fancy, almost like something from a bakery, but it's actually very easy to make. Very few ingredients, super quick to prepare, economical, healthy. You are definitely going to love it. Low in carbohydrates, no sugar, no flour. Everyone is going to love it because the flavor is incredible. Stay until the end. You won't want to miss this. And to get the ingredients, there aren't many, right? But to make sure you have the exact amounts, everything is listed down below in the description. So the base of this delicious recipe is roasted, unsalted peanuts. Peanuts are a type of legume that I really like to use, first of all, because they're affordable, and that's very important these days. Besides that, they have few net carbs, lots of fiber, protein, and healthy fats. So they really are a very interesting food. If you don't want to use peanuts, if you have any restrictions and want to substitute them, with cashews, walnuts, macadamia nuts, pistachios, which are really popular right now, or any nut of your choice, you can always substitute them, okay? Peanuts actually end up being incredibly versatile and fascinating for us to use in our daily cooking, because depending on exactly how much you choose to process them at home, you can easily make a wide array of unique peanut-based byproducts. So I'm going to process it a bit here now in our food processor to make peanut flour. But if I kept processing and processing, it would turn into homemade peanut butter, 100% natural. If you want to see how to make peanut butter, I already have a video with lots of tips, by the way, and I'll leave it down below in the description. But first, I'm just going to process these peanuts until they are coarsely ground. I'll show you what it looks like. So let's process it here, and when it's ready, I'll come back to show you. So it was really quick. Just so you can see, it's already turned into this coarse meal, this rough flour. I'm going to set some aside here and then keep processing the rest to make peanut butter, like I mentioned. Remember that I have a playlist here with peanut recipes, right? Where I told you that you can make peanut butter, you can make peanut desserts, you can make ice cream, you can make flan, pudding, you can make peanut candies, and also many savory recipes with peanuts as well. I'll leave the link to my peanut recipe playlist down below for you. I'm still just working with the peanuts here. I'll keep blending until it turns into a paste so you can see. So here I have the peanuts turned into the two products I need, the flour and the paste. And it's super natural, isn't it? Much more economical. Here's what I'm going to do. In this flour here, I'm going to add a bit of ground cinnamon to give it some flavor, especially since cinnamon goes really well with peanuts. Remember that cinnamon also contains cinnamaldehyde, which helps with insulin resistance, and besides, it seasons really well, right? It works great. I'm going to set this aside because now, with my plain yogurt here, remember, I have a video on the channel teaching how to make it and one showing how to buy it, because sometimes we get fooled at the store, right? I'm going to add the paste and give it a good mix. Before mixing everything, I'm just going to add a bit of stevia here, since there's no sweetener in anything, and I think this recipe needs it. So I'm going to give all of this a good mix, and now all that's left is to assemble it. This recipe is really practical. Remember that you can use different types of yogurt, non-fat, whole, or even plant-based yogurt if you have an allergy or food intolerance. Let me know in the comments which yogurt you use the most. And if you like recipes like this, healthy ones, right? Eating well every day and still losing weight, controlling your blood sugar, reducing inflammation. Do you remember my playlists? I have a lot of playlists here on the channel covering various health conditions, as well as tons of recipe playlists. Low carb, low calorie, quick and easy, sweet, savory. I'll leave the links to all of them down below in the description. Before we start, I want to ask you if you usually have a craving for dessert in your daily routine. Is that something that's part of your routine or not? Write it for me in the comments. I'd love to see your comment. And leave a like on the video. It's really important to me. It shows YouTube that you support the channel, and it's good for you too, because you'll start getting more recipes. This way, you're training your own YouTube. Also remember, if you know someone who needs healthy and delicious ideas, because we have to be happy while eating, share this video. Let's expand our chain of kindness. Let's start assembling then. I'm going to begin by putting a bit of the peanut crumble at the bottom. And at the bottom, I'm actually going to add a bit more because it has this curved bottom and I want to make sure this layer will have the same amount as the others. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. I'll grab a spoon here to press it down. Now I'm going to add the cream on top, making a few layers, kind of like a layered dessert. And then I'll carefully add it here so I don't mess up the bottom layer. I really want the layers to stay distinct. Didn't I tell you that this would end up looking just like something you'd get from a restaurant? Look at it. I actually had to stop for a moment to clean up a bit because I had accidentally made a mess here. Now I'm going to carefully add the next layer of our delicious crumble. And this part is even easier than the last. Just take a look. I'm just going to use my hand in this way to make sure it gets distributed more evenly. I think I can even add a little bit more than I planned because on the top, I'm just going to sprinkle a tiny bit of the crumble. I'm not going to put too much on there. And now I'll go ahead and add the rest of our topping so we can finally finish it all off. Didn't I tell you it looks like something from a restaurant? Look at this. It's amazing. Look, it's very easy to make, even for having friends over, right? Or family. Make it and you're going to love it, for sure. So now all that's left is the top layer. Look how wonderful this is. The whole family will love it. It looks so beautiful, doesn't it? I honestly can't wait to try it. I'm going to take a big spoonful right here so you can really see the consistency and everything. You should definitely make it because you're going to love it. Just look at this. Who would have thought there are so few ingredients in here, right? Remember to like the video because that's really important to me, and also share it with anyone you think will enjoy it so we can grow our chain of kindness. That's what I want here on the channel. The smell is amazing. I can't wait to try it. It's really good. And you know what's even better? It's light. Even though it has peanuts, since there's yogurt, it balances it out, you know? So it's very pleasant, really sweet, with that peanut flavor we all love, right? Make it yourself. You're going to love it. See you next time. Bye.